Nappy Dreamer.
And I'm Kia Blaine.
And we are the Melanin Mindset.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody, and welcome if it's your first time viewing, or welcome back if you're returning. I'm the Nappy Dreamer.
And I'm Kia Blaine.
And we are the Melanin Mindset.
Yeah, I wasn't about to do that. You know we was going to mess it up. It was not going to be in sync, so let's just keep it pushing.
It's been a while. It's been a little minute. But we're the Melanin Mindset. Y'all, we missed y'all so much. We did. Well, I did.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be speaking for me.
All right, listen. Like I said, if it's your first time viewing, welcome. If you came back, thank you and welcome back. So make sure you're plugged in everywhere that the Melanin Mindset is streaming. That's on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Well, no, X.
X.
Yeah,
it's officially X.
It's officially
Why
X.
Every time you see a post, though, it say X and then in parentheses Twitter, in case you don't remember.
Right, like, look at Twitter.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Make sure you're plugged in with us everywhere as well. That's Instagram, Melanin Mindset _ TikTok at the Melanin Mindset, Facebook, the Melanin Mindset. I said Instagram.
I think so.
Y'all, I'm out of practice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of practice, boy. All right, so let's just get into it, friend. And also make sure you give a thumbs up. Share this video right now. Go ahead and share it live. Do it now. Come on.
Share it live. Let them know we back. We back, baby.
Period. So go ahead and share it now. Go on, share it now so we can go on and get started, y'all. All right. So and give it a thumbs up. And what is it? The notification.
You said it. You said it. Yeah. You're doing good. You're doing great. Just keep going. You're doing great.
It's your turn, kid. Tell them what we're talking about.
Hey, y'all. Y'all missed us? Well, today we will be talking about everything ain't social. And what that means basically is everything isn't meant to be spoken. And we'll get a little more into it. You know, we usually start with a good definition around here, but today, you all know, we don't need one. It is what it is. Everything ain't meant to be said everywhere. Let me tell you how I don't have a document up.
Ooh. So, friend, we're gonna skip past point number 1, okay, and go straight into point number 2.
It doesn't matter what point you say. I don't have it open.
Yo, listen, we got people joining us.
Let me get my life together.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one for the bloopers.
We should start with an update. We've been gone for a minute. Life been lifing, y'all. We have some updates, some shares. I don't know how much we want to share, but
I'm gonna say it. It's not social, but I'm gonna tell it.
Her tea a little hotter than mine, so I'm gonna go first. So let's see what's been going on. I mean, my daughter got married. I can't even remember when the last time we were, but I think that's been my all-consuming thing. It was my daughter getting married. She had a baby. Baby's here. I have a son graduating high school. We had some traffic mishaps and just stuff been going on. Just life been life. But God is good and God is faithful and he will bring us through some mess no matter how hard. Okay. I'm ready to see him. All right, you're responding. Yeah, so I don't know what else. What else been going on? I do have some classes up and coming. So I've been working on that. I'm going to be doing some hair classes online and links will be coming soon for that for everybody to tune in. But other than that, I got to share my baby with y'all. Not this episode, but I'll let y'all see him when he ready. You know, I got to do like the celebrities and give him a couple months before I show him to y'all.
Friend, no, you got to for real do it. Like, show everybody his feet first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. My daughter told me this is called a soft launch. So you get a picture of his hand, then of his feet. Then if somebody holding him, but you only get to see the back of his head. Yeah.
Right.
We'll do a little soft launch on the Melanin Mindset Instagram. So make sure y'all following so y'all can see when we reveal his little pretty face.
Yep, and he is so pretty, y'all. He's so pretty. I'm like, I don't even know this little joker, and I mean, just yeah, obsessed. Friend, that's all the updates you want to give, girl.
That's all I got, man. Gong, get your little hot. Where my cup at? Oh, okay.
But I ain't got no cup. I
I
need a
thought I
cup.
had some.
Like, bring me a
I
cup.
was trying to cool myself down while while you spill your tea. But go ahead.
I'm gonna just put it out there, y'all. Y'all done seen the show. Like she said, life been life, and y'all. We've done our share of episodes. We've done relationship advice and stuff like that. We have done episodes with our significant others. And I'm here to let y'all know I don't have that anymore.
Mm.
So y'all have seen him
Mm.
on the podcast. Y'all have participated in the journey. But like she said, life been lifing. But life is great now.
Yeah.
Let me say it like this: we're not gonna stay on the downside of things. Life is amazing.
Yeah.
So with life being amazing, needless to say, y'all see we back. So the Melanin Mindset is going to be coming with new content, new information, new posts. We're gonna be engaged. Okay, we're gonna at least try.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best. Okay. But there was no energy to do that best. So we're back and here we are. And like I said, life is good. Traveling. Y'all, I got a puppy.
Yeah.
He's
Oh yeah, you did. You got a puppy too.
he's cute too. And his name is
Mm-hmm.
Loki. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened with me, y'all. Your girl got divorced.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all there is to it.
Dang,
But
we don't have our soundboard because it was supposed to be a round of applause.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have my soundboard, so I can't do it. But friend, you're supposed to do it with me so we can make sure it's loud enough. There we go. All right, so y'all, that's all the time we spending on that. Why? Because that business ain't social. So
Because
we
everything ain't social.
that part. We'll just dive into the topic. Friend, go ahead and kick us off. Oh, we got guests today, y'all. So after
Mhm.
she kicks off our episode, we're gonna let y'all see who we got hanging out with us tonight.
Okay, so that was what I was about to kick off. I was ready to introduce our guests because everything we're talking about, we supposed to be talking to each other.
That's
So
right.
let's go ahead and introduce our guests.
We got
Um,
go ahead. Julie first. I'm gonna click her.
we have Julie and we have Conrad, so that we can have a balanced perspective from male and female. Y'all gonna say hello to Julie and Conrad.
Y'all give it up.
We need our soundboard.
Thank you. Thank you.
We ain't got no soundboard tonight, but that's the applause. We just so happy to have you all joining us tonight. Don't be scared. Don't be
Thanks for
scared.
having us.
Be ready to have a good time, okay? So
Thank
friend,
you.
And do you guys want to introduce yourselves and say something to our guests? I mean,
Go, I'll let Julie
you
go
go ahead.
first.
This your opportunity.
Okay. No, I just want to say hello and thank you for having me this evening. I'm also in Florida. I don't know if your audience knows where you are, but I think I just spilled the beans. But I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yay, Conrad.
Hello, my name is Conrad, and I also am in Florida. Thanks for having me on tonight. Uh, I'm looking forward to this little magical night of questions.
oh, it's conversation. We're not gonna be asking you
Oh,
questions.
conversation,
Oh
conversation.
yeah,
Yes,
we're gonna
yes,
be talking.
yes.
Mhm.
All right, friend, go ahead and get us going.
It's funny you're saying go ahead and get us going, and it's the first time I'm looking at this document. So okay, um, so what we were talking about basically is everything not being social. Okay, we all know things happen in our life, and you might need to vent. There's just people always go, you got to give people space to vent. You got to give people space to get stuff off of their chest. But is where's the cutoff? Like, at what point do we get sick of hearing about, or it becomes to be too much, or in some instances it can be detrimental to someone else's livelihood, or even because we've seen a lot lately of people going on social media and posting, oh, this person is so terrible, and then the next thing you know, their job is like, oh, we don't condone that, and they're getting laid off. So and maybe that was the person's intentions and maybe it wasn't. So I mean, where do we draw the line? Where do we draw a line? What is the impact that it can have on people's lives? And And we could use situations in our lives as examples, right? Like divorce, losing a job, leaving a job, churches, changing friends. Like when you get to talk to the new friends, how do you carry on that conversation? And when do we know enough is enough or too much? And you guys' experiences, we'll start with Neppy. Like in your experience that you just revealed, in your experience, like do you find yourself holding back certain information that you might want to get off your chest, or do you feel like you're pretty even kill?
Now, when it comes to me talking with you, no holds barred.
Mm-hmm.
However, I never made a formal announcement. So as far as the internet is concerned, I was still married. So
Okay, so
I never
you didn't go on there with your, posting your posts, like,
I added a hashtag to my Instagram at Nappy Dreamer, y'all. I
mm,
added a hashtag that says life after divorce. So you'll see
okay.
that on Instagram and you see it on my TikTok at Nappy Dreamer. So other than that though, there was like no formal, oh my gosh, woe is me situation. Like I didn't care. When I say life kept lifing, I just kept going. There was no
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel it necessary to tell people I don't talk to face about what's happening in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What
it's not
about
it's
you,
not
Julie?
necessary.
Have you ever experienced a situation where you found yourself either oversharing or biting back from not, and you really wanted to?
It's funny because it's a 50-50. As strange as this may sound, I went back maybe about 8, 9 years in my Facebook
Mm-hmm.
posts, and I saw now 8 years in the future what I was going through in the past, and I thought I divulged a little too much.
Mm.
And I also started reading the comments, which has
Mm,
taught me now, I think I shared too much. So I don't really want to now.
Oh.
I think as I get older, I realize not everything belongs on social media. I think
Mm-hmm.
back then, being 9, 10 years younger, I said to myself, I wanted the attention. I wanted to be able to tell somebody that I'm going through something. And I think I did it for just a reaction, oh,
Yeah.
poor you okay?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, now I'm just, I don't want to put it on social media right now.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Honestly.
That
No,
part.
yeah.
What about you, Conrad? Now, I'm gonna say something before you answer. There is this stereotype that women are the gossipers, and we sit around and we talk. But now I know from somebody growing up in a family full of men, and
Mhm.
all my friends being males growing up, men they be talking, they
They
be
be
talking,
running it.
talking.
They
So
be running it.
what do you think? What do you think? What do you say?
I say that's true. I say that's true. We like a level of gossip. I think that women take it to an extreme, but guys too, we like a certain level of gossip.
You outnumbered,
It's,
Tico.
for us, we take it as entertainment. You know,
Uh-huh.
we don't dwell on it like some other people, you know, may. But no, yeah, of course. I mean, who doesn't? Everybody like me, whether it's social media, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's entertainment, whether it's whatever. Everyone likes a good gossip. So yeah, everybody always got that extra ear out, ready to listen to. Did you hear what so and so said about so and so?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's
Oh
that's
yeah, right. Yeah. Hmm.
What about the, like, all right, let's say we done sat around, we done gossiped about a subject, and then now we're in the midst of this person or subject that we have been gossiping about. Like,
Hmm.
is it inappropriate? Not I'm trying to think how to word this. Like to bring up what Like, when somebody just standing there lying, but
Right.
somebody you didn't already know the truth.
I
Like,
Right.
know you in real life.
when is it okay to call them on their crap?
Well, that depends. That depends on the level of friendship. Because if that person is in your circle and this is somebody that you see on a regular, and like I said, they're in your circle, um, you know, you kind of handle things with kid gloves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I want to open my mouth so bad and say this, but I'm going to hold it back. It
Mm-hmm.
depends on how much you care for the person. If you don't particularly care for that person, you let it loose. And like my grandmother used to say, you got to know when to shut your mouth. Keep your mouth.
Mm.
So and
That part.
Yeah, part. Yeah, you know.
You, you know, I am probably notoriously terrible at that. Like it is very hard for me to sit there and listen to somebody lie and I know the truth.
Mm,
And I have created this art though of being able to get it out without being too offensive,
mm-hmm.
but I got to be careful.
And
Oh,
I'm not, I'm the complete opposite when it comes to that. I'll sit there and let you keep talking, and then Kia will find out later.
Mm,
yeah. Well, my
So,
wife tells me that my face tells it all. She
yes,
says I should
mine
never face
too.
poker because my face says it all. I was
Yeah.
looking at you, but my eyes were like, did you just say? I'm trying to smile on
Yeah.
top of that, and she's like, "You look like the Joker. Don't even say anything." So yeah. So
Uh-huh.
I try to avoid it because my face always give it away. My friend Johnny says the same thing too. He's like, you know, Tico, your face is telling you the whole story. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh,
But do all right, because I think we both had the same problem. Do you think our face, Julie? I'm gonna ask Julie. Do you think our face is telling the whole story, or do you think people who are just familiar with our face know when our face is telling the whole story?
I think people who are familiar with our face, they know what we're thinking. It could
Mm-hmm.
be as simple as a raise of an eyebrow or a drop of a mouth.
Mm-hmm.
No, we know what we're thinking. But and especially, if you know someone or someone that's been in your circle for a long time, and they just happen to to share their stories with you, offhand when they're lying, and you just kind of
Mm-hmm.
sit back and be like, okay. Me personally, I'll wait until the lying is done and then pull them to the side, and it's like, did you really do that?
Yeah.
Because I don't
Yeah.
remember that. Or why didn't you tell me that?
Yeah.
That's an
Come
easier
on.
way to approach them. Then you don't have to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Where you be like, oh, really?
And I'm
and
all
you
about not wanting to hurt their feelings. That's my thing. I don't want to hurt their feelings,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll
and
but I'll
see,
call you out.
that's me, Julie. I'm that person. So it's like it's like I don't want to make you feel bad. So since I don't want to make you feel bad, I'll let you just keep going, even though I realize like it's baloney. That's the
Mm.
way I'm gonna say it. I'll let you just keep talking, and then I'm just like, friend, you know what so and
Mm-hmm.
so? Remember, friend, I told you about. I'm like, that math was not
The
mathing, bro.
math ain't mathing.
And
There's no
so
math.
I went and I told her because I'm just sitting there and I'm like, hmm? Now I've been told
Mm-hmm.
my face is very telling, and I've been told that by strangers though.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been in big meetings at like with the work that I do, I'm on camera in big meetings and things like that, and I've been told to turn off my camera.
Oh yeah, you don't have no game face at all.
So I don't,
Friend,
and
you
it's
don't have no game face at all.
well, at least I don't say it.
It don't. You don't have to. It be on your face. That's why everybody always be like, "What? Say it. What you got to say?"
I could just, to go. I'm thinking about that question while I'm sitting here, and
Mhm,
I could sit there and listen to somebody's lie, and I
mhm,
could applaud your lie, but me knowing it's a lie, that's okay. I'm cool with that because
mhm,
as long as it's not affecting me or anything surrounding me, you know,
mm.
hey, listen, you went to space. Really? How was it? Did you
Yeah,
have fun?
yeah,
Knowing this brother never left Boynton Beach. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I, I
yeah.
I could I could deal with that. And I'll probably be the one that clap it up for you that you went to space, knowing that you didn't. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? As I'll let a person tell I'll let a person tell me a story. Just I find it as an entertainment. I don't really follow through on what people say.
Mhm.
Because unless I really know you, then like Julie said, unless I really really know you and I could tell what's fact or fiction, you can feed me anything. I'll just decide on what I'm gonna take. And what I'm
Mm.
gonna leave on the table. Yeah,
Jimmy,
Oh
Jimmy
boy.
says so. You participate in the delusion.
I do. I participate in the delusion. I do. And I
Friend,
think I find it entertaining. I
let's
find
take
it
a look.
entertaining.
Let's take a look at some of the comments that we did get in here, though. One of them said, "Being from an older generation, I think people nowadays share too much." Um,
Absolutely.
I'm not even from an old. Well, I guess now, yeah, but I think people share way too much. We got one that agreed with what Juliet said. Just pull them off to the side, not in front of the group, and tell them, about themselves.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then we talking about everything ain't social. So oversharing, and not just strictly to social media, we're going to get into the conversation where we're talking about in your friend circles or in different environments and different settings too. So basically everything is not meant to be said. So that's what we're talking about tonight, y'all.
Yeah. And then like, I don't know, sometimes, and it's I feel like it's easier when it's an amicable separation. But sometimes when it was not, if it was, a lot of malice in the breakup or the leave, we tend to very, very much degrade the other entity. And I'm saying it like that because I'm even thinking about moving. Like, I'm from Philadelphia, born and raised, and I know I have to catch myself sometime because I'll be like, you don't want to move there. I'll be like, unless you're a gangster and you strapped all the time, you don't want to move there. And it's like, you have to let people, they might have found something better. I haven't been there in over 20 years, so it might not be the same. So that too, like, time can change. People can change, places can change, companies can change. So you have to be careful about continuing to tear something apart when it might not be the same anymore. You guys agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with
Absolutely.
that.
And
Oh
I feel
yeah.
like it applies, like you said, it applies in so many different ways. Like that would be like me sitting here telling somebody why not to entertain a person in particular, or me spending my time sitting around just talking all the time about my situation and the negative aspects of it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna lie, I done had my moments where I had to, I said my piece to my friend, but just airing it in front of everybody, nah, no,
Mm-hmm.
because it, like she said, it can teeter totter on the edge of just bashing
Yeah.
that, and it's that's not necessary.
Right.
Yeah, I just feel like people got to do their own research
Yeah.
because
One person's experiment experiences may not be the other person's experience, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah.
Right.
yeah, yeah. I feel that.
Well, let me ask you a
Mm,
question because how do we feel about entertainers? Like, for
mm,
example, Taylor Swift. She's
mhm,
gotten the title, unofficial title of man bashing in all of her songs, and she's talking about all of her life experiences. I know for a while, the media was trying to send a different picture about her, but she wound up still getting that title of somebody that sings about her personal problems, especially
mhm.
when it comes to relationships. But, look at her now. She still has tons of followers. And, but I just think it did have some type of negative impact, on folks. I would imagine young
On
girls.
folks and probably on her dating life for sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey, that's a
I'm
point.
sure.
That's a point, friend.
And
That
but I also think a lot of artists do sing from their experiences, be it good and bad. Because I know at one point, Jasmine Sullivan, I said, somebody need to go check on her. Every song she sang was depressing, and then she couldn't get a relationship right. And I said, somebody need to go check on her. She might, yeah, she needs
girl.
a wellness check.
Now I'm not gonna say nothing about Jasmine because I've been rocking.
I mean, her music is great, but if you listen to what she's singing about, it's like, are y'all okay?
Yeah, and see, I'm not so familiar with any. I don't not familiar with like Taylor Swift, and I
Yeah.
know that's gonna sound real bad. Y'all don't come
No,
for
it's
me.
not. This is the melanin mindset.
Yeah, I was about to say don't come for me. I don't know. Like I couldn't
Exactly.
sing her song or nothing. I don't know.
Only thing I know is "Shake It Off," and I think that song is about her breaking up with somebody, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs too.
Listen, y'all about to have me go look up Taylor Swift when we get
You're gonna
done.
have to look at her lyrics are like about just dating and breaking up. Now, Tawana said Aretha Franklin sang about her life as well.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What about
Yeah, and
Mary?
it is. And I also, that could be that. Now it's funny you brought up music. That could be your way for us, telling us y'all stop with all the nonsense and talking trash about people. Post your favorite angry song if you upset. Maybe that's your way you can get through it.
You know what I do when I'm upset? I gas myself up. So I'm not going to give any of the words of the song, but I'm gonna just drop this little gem, okay?
Mhm.
Jasmine Sullivan, and friend, I think you know what song I'm about to say.
Mhm.
BTW. Look it up.
Oh
You're
yeah,
welcome.
Mary J. Blige definitely,
You're
Linda. Mary J.
welcome.
Blige
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan, BPW, and Mary J. Blige, Strong Black Woman.
Mhm.
So I'm not one to kind of like feed into my, let me say, like my anger directly, but I will definitely like overhype myself. Don't, yeah, I will
Mhm.
overhype me.
Mhm.
Um, so something Julie had said, or I feel like maybe it was you who said it. It kind of touches on our next point, the indirect impact, because sometimes you can say a thing, you can promote a thing. Oh, she know the song. You can say a
Mhm.
thing, you can promote a thing, you can carry on about a thing, but what you don't realize is that you're branding yourself in the process. So,
Yeah.
like what she was saying, where how it's impacting her ability to have a relationship with somebody else because they're going
Mhm.
to think that either they're going to end up as a song or maybe it's no way that all of these men are wrong. Something's got to be wrong with her. Like it's
Yeah.
almost like you're painting a red flag on your chest. So that adverse impact, I feel like when we were talking about it, friend, you said something to the effect of if you don't like a certain thing, but you're saying it in front of somebody who might have that going on, like, oh, so and so's feet stink. Well, this person know they got an issue and they can't help
Yeah.
it.
The
And so they're like,
impact
oh,
of you posting okay. So I feel like this topic came about because somebody made it was a couple of things, but the one that stood out to me was somebody making a comment like every time a girl break up with a guy, she want to talk about he had a little fill in the blank. And it was like, okay, well, what if he actually did have a little fill in the blank, But but what what is that doing for people who see that? Like it's like number one, oh, she's so vain that you got to be a certain size to talk to her. You might be missing out
right,
on somebody approaching you that could be for you because you've now said, oh, I don't like this because of that. And also too, for that other person, you might have blocked their blessings. Somebody might have been about to holler at them. They're like, oh no, he got a little thing, I ain't gonna talk to him. Like,
oh,
you gotta be careful out here. Like
I
we
need
get
to know where this
upset
is
in
headed,
our
friend. I'm
feelings,
not
but what
ready.
are you perpetuating? Just like you said, and you know what, Julie, that happened to me too. I look back at some posts I made from 8, 9 years ago, and I was like, girl, you're so stupid. I was talking to myself like, you was so dumb. Why did you post that?
And see,
I
I don't
know.
have I don't have any posts like that. Like I've always anybody like I guess anybody who's gotten close to me, you know that I've always been one to not want to draw a whole bunch of attention. So I've kind of always dodged posting those things on social media. Like you'll see me posting all the happy things. So shock, mic drop when somebody, anytime I tell somebody, oh, I just got divorced, they're looking at me like, what? How? Like, why?
Hmm.
Because I only post the good stuff. I don't show the whole story. And that's a big deal too, because everything really is not social. And if
Right.
you post what's, either to your life or post what you want to post, like I think I'm a prime example of people will post what they want you to know.
Yeah.
Right.
They will only post what they want you to know.
Yeah, and
And
at the time, I wanted people to know that I was pissed about a certain situation. So yeah, that's why I posted that.
right, right. And so,
Hmm.
but I'm just saying, like, as far as posting, I don't have that to like look back and be like, girl, what was wrong with you?
Yeah.
Because I shielded all of that. You get what I'm saying? That's not a good thing. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just simply saying that, dang, I didn't do none of that.
Well,
Yeah.
people use social media as a venting board, and that's why I say it's not good to put too much information on there, especially when it's about your home life. You know,
Hmm.
um, when something goes bad, instead of calling that one girlfriend or somebody that you have, somebody that can, like we used to do it back in the day. Before
Hmm.
social media, who did you call? You called that good friend, and you spoke to that good friend.
Yeah.
Today, people put all their garbage on social media, and then they're wondering, well, how did so and so know about it?
Yeah.
Well, you just shared all this information,
Yeah.
you know, and that's where we're losing ourselves. That's where we're losing society, is because this social media platform with the TikTok, the Facebook, the Instagram, and this and that, and
Hmm.
you know, it has taken over the entire, scheme of things.
Yeah.
the way people communicate now. I was thinking about my kids earlier, and I was talking to Julie. I said, you know, these kids today, they can't even have a conversation
Yeah.
without their heads like this in a phone. You
Yeah.
know,
You
Oh,
put them all in a room and everybody's head is down in their phone.
exactly. There's
yes.
no social media has taken away all the family time.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken away social time. They don't even when they're playing video games now, they have these things on their heads and they're talking to some kid in China. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I feel like they more social. They actually more social than
I'm
anybody.
done.
Because they're actually talking to each other. They usually cussing each other out, but they
Yeah.
are still using words to communicate with each other.
Right, but but when they put the headphones down,
Mm-hmm.
when they put those headphones down and they disconnect from the gadgets, and you see them on the streets, they look like zombies because you're asking their name, they're like,
Yeah.
the conversation is no
They don't
longer
have
there.
social
Yeah.
skills. They don't know how to interact socially.
They
Like they know
exactly.
how
That's exactly what I'm saying. They
they
do
can
not
talk behind a
know.
screen, but face to face is trash.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. They have zero communication. And I don't want to get too far away from what I was saying earlier, though. It is the social media, and it's what we have to be mindful what we put on social media. How much of the world we let into our home,
Right.
okay? Because, like you said, a guy and a girl breaks up. She gets on the internet and talk about, oh, he had a little wee wee. Well, guess what? You were with him for 15 years. You just now knew he had a little wee wee. Come
Mm-hmm.
on,
Right.
Yeah, so in that
that's
too,
just that's just
you might put stuff out there expecting one reaction and then you end up getting something else.
Right. That's a whole fact. It's like
And
you know
that
these
kind of
things and you stayed, bruh. So
yeah,
mm-hmm,
what are you saying?
exactly. So what are you saying?
Right.
I
What are
mean,
you saying?
mm-hmm.
just be mindful to whoever's listening to this platform. Just be mindful as to what you're putting out there. Me, I have people. I use it because I have people that I get in contact with from back in my days, like my childhood friends or people that I meet along the way. And it's like, hey, my sister, what's going on? What's this? What's this? What's that? But if me and my wife is going through something, it ain't gonna be like, oh, guess what this chick did to me. No, that's between
Mm-hmm.
me and this four walls what she did to me today. You know?
Yeah.
That part.
And
That's what
then
I'm saying. That was my story. I'm with
you're
you,
right.
Tito.
You're right.
I wish I had my button. I wish I had my button.
I would get a
Uh-huh.
standing ovation.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this comment,
Definitely.
they put it on social media because they know people gonna support their BS. And
Yeah.
or that's what they think. Because now let's talk about the ones that have backfired.
Mm.
People
Oh
will
yeah.
put up
Oh yeah.
expecting a certain reaction, and then when they don't, yeah, then they getting bashed and they getting this, and then it's like, well, then you want to be sitting on somebody's podcast being the victim. Well, ain't nobody tell you to put that out.
But you know what podcast they won't be on? Playing the victim?
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's a fact. Because on social media, you got them keyboard warriors out there. And sometimes people are just trolling, period. So you might put something out there being vulnerable and it could be valid. And people are gonna come to your comment section and rip you to pieces.
Bro, the worst ones is the kids. When people be posting their kids or thinking it's cute, and then the comments is just terrible. Sometimes the
Awful.
stuff I see people write about people's children, I'd be like, what? Why did you feel it was okay to say that? Oh, her head too big. They be talking about the kid. They don't look like your child. Oh, you must have adopted them. You need to go get them evaluated. I'm like, all she did was post that baby Easter outfit. Why y'all riding on that little girl like that?
Oh man, I'm gonna read this comment right here. It says social media can take a toll on your mental health. Too much of anything isn't good, so people should definitely take breaks from it. I
Mhm,
co-sign, and if I had my board, you get an applause for that one. That was
mhm,
solid.
Yeah, she's
mhm.
absolutely right. And I was reading another one over here where somebody said, they lost conversation. You
Wait,
know,
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah,
oh,
you
yeah.
know,
there it is.
yeah,
Mhm,
So yeah, it's exactly. It's all of that. And once again, we just have to be very mindful of what we're saying on this social media. Cyberbullying, let, that also deals with the social media. These kids, the parents are not aware as to what the kids are talking about on this internet. Okay, and guess what? this kid is getting cyberbullied, and then when
Mm-hmm.
he can't take it anymore, what the kid does? They commit suicide. Now, mom is wondering, or dad is wondering, well, how did this happen? Well, you know, you turned your kid over to the world of social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
so
now that and that's a whole nother topic. That'll probably we talked about it before, but it's just at a certain
Right.
age, these kids are not mature enough. They shouldn't be on. I don't care what nobody say. Meet me in the street and fight me if you don't like what I said. At a certain, they're not mature enough to be on social media. Period.
He
mm.
said, "Put you in the street and fight you."
Yeah, if that's what you want,
Mm,
that's what you want.
you don't want it.
Mm.
Adults also, pay the price for it also. Adults, when they start blasting everything that's going on in their personal life, good or bad, employers take a look at it. I think, Q, you may have mentioned that at the very beginning of the opening
Mm-hmm.
start of the
Right.
show, that when employers start taking a look at your social media feed, that could really work against you as well. And it could be something as simple as maybe, you standing in a picture with some drinks and having a good time with your girls, a good time with the
Yeah,
guys. And then the job will say, something, I don't know, we should hire him. He's a party guy, he's a party girl. Well, looks like he drinks, looks like she drinks, and next thing you know,
because
you're,
all these companies swear they got this beautiful image.
of course,
Yeah.
there's a little
Right.
glass door made about them.
True. Or I've also seen, Julie, to your point, I've seen on social media where somebody posted on their social media about how trashy their job was. People were in their comments talking about you shouldn't say that on the internet. Be careful. They see it. And I feel like I shared this with you, Fred. And then a few days later, the same person who responded and they responded and said, no, it's not. My page is private, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
you, what was it? A couple of weeks later, I saw a
Yeah,
post that she put up saying that she had just lost her
she
job, and I
got
was like,
laid off. They
"Ooh, it
found
was
it.
that post."
And that's
Yeah.
because you just don't just leave it in the conversation. Like you don't know who's hating on you at work. People will smile in your face and be against you. So that coworker that person had that was probably friends with them
On
showed it to
Facebook.
somebody else and it got
Yep.
to whoever and that person got laid off. Like we gotta stop thinking about so much what's right now. Like everything you do has what do you call it? A consequence,
Right.
Mhm. I
whether
agree.
it's good
I
or
agree
bad.
also.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
so we out here sounding off on people and fussing on social media, and then you don't like the results. But do you learn from it? Because I've seen people get fired and then go back and really go in. It be like as if you ain't hear me the first time. Let me reiterate.
I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back.
But it's just like after a while, you look like the problem. I might sit here and laugh and giggle with you, but I'm not hiring you.
Right. That's a fact. And then
Mhm.
two, you posting all that on social media, and then you gonna reach out to me talking about is your job
Is
hiring?
your job hiring? No,
I don't know.
no.
Not my business. I
And
don't
see,
know.
I'm the person that'll be like, no, you ain't coming here to work with me so you can be on social media and get us both fired. See, I'm the one gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like, no.
Yeah. Now take it off of social media for a second. What about those social settings, friend? Because it's a time and a place for everything.
Did-
So when it comes down, we can circle back to the whole relationship thing. Like in what settings or in what spaces, and anybody can answer when I finish, in what settings or what spaces, how do you manage your conversations? Like how do you streamline the things you say or the things you do when you're with different groups of people? Like do you act different in different places?
I do.
Mm.
I do.
okay.
Um,
Wait. You said you do, Julie.
yeah.
I do also. Yep.
So do you, friend?
You know I code switch, honey. That's my 9 to
You're the
5.
only one that don't, huh?
You know, Kia
I'm the
is
rebel
Kia.
of the group. I'm the rebel
Listen,
of the group. I
straight
don't. I
shot,
don't
no
know how
chaser.
to. My brain won't let me. I could say the only thing I do change is whether I use profanity or not. Well, I'm gonna still say what I got to say. I'm gonna just take the cuss word out.
Yeah. No, I do. I do. I notice, and especially being Haitian
Mm.
myself. Um,
Why I say See,
And I shook my head.
I ain't got no
Hey,
self
hey,
control. I ain't got no self
hey,
control. I'm sorry about that. Please
don't
forgive
get the whole Haitian community in an uproar now. But being a Haitian
Don't
myself,
have them looking for us.
me.
being a Haitian American myself, I can tell you that, like for example, the Haitian dialect, the Creole dialect, is a very stern dialect. When you speak in Creole, it's like rough, you
Yeah.
know, versus when you speak English or you speak French or something like that, you know, it's more like subtle. And for example, when I'm speaking to like my Haitian buddies that speak Creole, it's like you would think we're angry at each other, okay?
Mm,
But we're not. We're having just a regular conversation, you know. And it's the dialect, it's the tone in which we're speaking in. And
yeah.
somebody once asked me, they were like, "How did you just switch up like that?" I'm like, "Switch up like how?" You know, they were like, "A few minutes ago, I swear you guys were arguing." I'm like, "No, we're just having a conversation." You
Yeah.
know, it's like that. You know,
Hmm.
so it's one of those things that, or when I'm speaking with my Jamaican friends, you know,
Hmm.
sometimes I can find myself like navigating towards some patois, like way
Hmm.
one, like
Hmm.
I don't speak no patois, like
Yeah.
where did that just come from?
But you all of a sudden you'll have this little accent while you
Yeah,
talking.
like
Yo,
and
Yeah.
yeah,
I
so I don't
can't
know.
say anything. Super guilty.
Hmm. Hmm.
you know, but that's
Mm.
just to show that I embrace everybody, though. I embrace everybody, you know.
Yeah. Though this my brother talk about my father-in-law. My father-in-law is Haitian, and every time when we were younger, he's like he just everything he said sounded like he was mad. But he wasn't. He wasn't. It's just so we speaking Creole, it just sound like, "Ooh, you must have gotten in trouble." And you're like, "No, he asked for some rice." I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Exactly.
I like this comment right here. You're trying to accommodate and be a chameleon for your environment. It's
Yeah.
almost like it's like this unconscious desire to relate.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it comes
Exactly.
down to. It's like an
It
unconscious
is.
desire to relate or make someone feel comfortable in
It
your
is.
space. And so I think that's where some of that comes from. Like I will have a tendency, I won't say necessarily so much like the accent that badly, but
Hmm.
I will cut up the words I'm saying. So if I feel like you don't understand what I'm saying or you don't speak, my
Oh, where you do
English,
the broken English when you're
yeah,
talking to
I'll
somebody
do
whose
broken
first
English.
language is not English.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'll do broken English where I'm trying to help out a little bit. Like I'm gonna make it bite-sized pieces so you can follow me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
As
not doing
opposed
that.
to, yeah, but
I'm not
that
doing that.
it goes back to the
I will
episode
say,
where
do you understand?
mm,
And then, this is where I will go to my technology. Okay, we're gonna use Google Translate then because what I'm not about to do
mm.
is baby talk you.
Oh, and that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Hmm.
Like my initial background, professionally speaking, was I did a lot with customer care and having to connect with or communicate with a lot of different people. So
Yeah.
it's almost like I have to take on the responsibility of ensuring you get my message. Teaching, yeah.
Yeah.
So with that, it's like so it has created that, but it was not a structured teaching environment so much as it was a controlled teaching environment, which is what caused me to start doing that thing where I'm like, okay, say it this way, say it a different way. You got to say it another way. You can't keep saying it the same way. And that
Hmm.
was like a big thing. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that's where I developed that from. But,
Hmm.
and then corporate America makes me code switch. And I'm not saying they make me as in force me, but it happens.
Hmm. I
Yeah.
didn't watch Julie code switch. Julie, I know you code switch.
Oh, all the time. All the time. I talk to my clients. You probably caught me in the car sometimes, and I can
Hmm.
be having a good conversation with you, kikiing, laughing up a storm, and all of a sudden, the professional voice has to come
You gotta
on.
get real serious and real professional.
Oh, totally. And I break it down with my clients too. Certain clients I speak a certain way to. It all depends
Yeah.
on how long
Now
they've been
I
with
will
me.
say to me, just observing Julie's code switch is not so much a code switch as a tone or just what we're relevantly talking about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I still
Yeah.
feel like Julie's tone and stuff stays the same, whereas Nappy turns into a whole different culture.
I sure do. She does.
Nappy don't even sound like the same person no more. You'd be like, who is talking?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, but that's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Oh, friend, wait a minute now. Hold on. Oh, I did it. See, that was me adopting something someone else does.
Ah, wait a minute. Wait a
Wait a
minute.
minute.
Wait a minute, okay?
Those are now. See,
Listen,
I'll do those. That I will. If it's
hold
like,
on, friend. I need to do that little shameless plug in the middle of the episode, girl.
well,
Listen,
we're about
y'all
at
head
the
on
end of the
over.
episode, but go ahead.
All right, listen. Y'all head over to the melanimindset.com because of course we have merch. Okay. Get your official MF t-shirt and join the MF family. You can go on www.themelanimindset.com and order your shirt. And yes, y'all, we got extended sizes. We are inclusive. So yes, up to an 8X. Okay.
Mhm.
You can also slide over there and check out some of your, if you don't want a t-shirt, get yourself a coffee mug, a tea mug, a water cup. It's call it what you will. We have that too. And last but not least, y'all, we only have a few more books left. Only a few more coloring books left. We have Be Inspired, which is an adult coloring book geared toward the melanated community, giving that encouragement. And you will find some of those fun quotes and some of those fun comments that we say here on the Melanin Mindset. And there also are some hidden gems in the book.
Mhm.
Whew, last thing, friend, it's been a minute. I should have rehearsed. Last thing, do you have MFing questions? Because, sometimes we do. And sometimes we want to hear a response without everybody in our business. So submit your MFing questions to the Melanin Mindset for the MFing question segment. And yes, DMs are also welcome. Tonight's conversation is brought to you by a MFing question. Okay.
Mhm.
So go ahead and send it over to the Melanin Mindset at the melanated mindset at gmail.com. So that way you'll be able to make sure that you too are featured here on the Melanin Mindset. So, Fred, I'm gonna drop the QR code for the coloring book. Boom.
Bam.
So go ahead and scan that QR code right there at the bottom of the screen, and you can order your coloring book today. And in a few minutes, I'll put the other QR code for the
I
T-shirt
also
if
think
you'd
the
like
link
to
is in
place
the
an order.
comments too, guys. If you
Oh,
can't see
yep,
it,
the link goes in the comments as well. So let me just go ahead and click that other one so we could just keep it
y'all see,
pushing.
I'm getting hot. My glasses keep fogging up.
Girl, I done messed around and turned the ceiling fan on.
Big
I
girl
am the
issues.
opposite of that. All right, so yeah, it's in the chat as well. All right, so let's keep chugging along. Did you see the comment in the chat?
Well,
Hold up,
you
wait
done
a
cut us
minute.
off. I don't even remember what the heck you cut us off from. Talking about now, let's keep going
Girl,
on.
we flipped it. When we flipped it, I'm sorry. When we flipped it, I should have flipped it before we went face to face social. We were
Mm.
doing social media. And so now we're talking face to face social. So the one thing that you said that you really wanted to make a comment about was when I said that I saw a post on social media where someone said, "What about the average kids?" So y'all always post about little Johnny being on honor roll or little Timmy getting straight A's or so and so is doing this amazing thing, doing going by leaps and bounds. But then what about average Allison? Oh, not let me not say Allison because my baby is not average. Average
But
Amy,
here's
right?
the thing: if she was average, that's fine. We just
That's
not posting it.
facts.
We just not
I
posting
just the name was just too close. I don't want her to feel like Auntie talking about her because that's not the case.
it. I'm so
So
done.
yeah. So what about the average kids? You're not posting your average kid. Like it's not fair. The post was saying something to the effect of it's not fair to the average kids to keep seeing so many people doing all of this stuff, but nobody is spotlighting them. I thought that was foolish, but I feel like you said you had something you wanted to say about it.
Oh, I did.
You did.
I don't know. I'm not posting average stuff.
Mm,
I barely post anything. I definitely use my social media to promote my hair things and such. Now I did start posting my little grandbaby, but I ain't have no caption or nothing. I just posted cute pictures of. But I will say that with my kids, I probably do. I post when they graduate. I posted when Lanai got married. That's about it. Because again, back to what Conrad said, like, everybody don't need to be in your business, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're
That's an
gonna
entire
post, and if you're gonna post about children, like each child have their own development of how or their accomplishment. Just because one made honor roll and the other one didn't does not mean that you don't celebrate both of them. Because the one that didn't make honor roll, he probably did something else spectacular. He probably did his chores that week. Who knows? I say you always uplift, especially I see this in parents sometimes where, the one that has the high honor roll, they get, more recognition than the one who doesn't, and I came from that family. I came from that family where my sisters and my brothers got better grades than I did. And, so the reward would be greater for them, but less for me. And I guess, once again, coming from a Haitian background, that was their way of making me want to work harder for something.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, I know it would have made me feel good to be able to but celebrate the small things that I do. I may not do great big things, but celebrate the small things. So, yeah.
And I feel like that comes with that has to be a separation. Like, as a parent, I'm going to celebrate my kids in every little thing they do. And that's just on a parental level. On social media, I'm not putting, oh my God, I'm so proud of my son, he did his chores today. Because then social media going to be like, well, what the hell else was he supposed to do? And then you run into that issue of people commenting in a way that you didn't think they were going to comment. So then, all right, we're going to post the average kids for what? So these people control them? And now you got people.
Not at all.
No. That's what I'm saying. I do agree.
That's facts.
I do agree with on a personal level. I celebrate all of my children, everybody, not even all of mine, everybody's children. I celebrate their big and their small wins.
Right.
But when it comes to social media, I just think, even when I see little kids and it's it's such and such first day of kindergarten, who gives I don't care. All right, congratulations, going to kindergarten with the rest of the damn 5-year-olds.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you, friend. I actually agree with what you just said. Nobody cares that Jay is going to kindergarten.
Yeah.
And then the kindergarten graduation, like, come on, get out of here. Everybody passes kindergarten.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. And it's different. Like, I know my level of excitement is not going to be everybody else's level of excitement. And then because I am excited about little Timmy going to kindergarten, when somebody says something slick, now I'm mad. Now I don't allow somebody else's opinion to make me mad. Now we going back and forth looking stupid on social media. Like, leave your kid, again, the same way I said they too young to be on it, don't post them on there either. We'll post them when they graduate high school.
Right. Or mindful posting. Now, I know we're reaching the end of the episode, but like mindful posting too, and mindful sharing, social sharing in general. Be mindful of what you're doing. Like, everything is not for everybody. Like, you might put your kid out there with the logo to their school, their favorite color, their favorite toy, their favorite snack. You're putting all of that out there. And then what happens when you run across the crazy? Because I'm going to tell you, like, we're probably the only 4 sane people on the internet. So it's like, when you put that out there, think about it. Like, you do not know, especially if your stuff is public, who's going to see it. So, and then you're just distraught because something happened to little Timmy. And I'm just saying it from that perspective. Like, think about, everything is not for everywhere and everything is not for everybody. So it really, you got to be mindful of how vulnerable you make the unprotected. That's the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
I agree. I also don't like when people put their children as their profile pictures. I don't know why that drives me nuts. It's just, I think that it's download exploiting. I don't know. It's just kind of, why are you putting your kid's face on there? Why don't you show yours? What the heck? Put your dog's face up there. Your cats, your hamsters, some.
What is Facebook? Put your face or get off.
Right. That's right. Your face.
Because you just want to be here to be nosy. You don't want to put your own face.
I
Right.
guess. Yep.
Right.
Oh God, and the trollers. That's a whole nother conversation.
This one right
Trolling
here,
Right.
isn't.
somebody asked why I don't post my son. I told them I'm not a photographer. Here's the thing, like me, you guys will know if something I think is special, like when we hang out or we have fun or I'm taking videos, I'm taking pictures, I send them to who was there or to who I want to see. I'm not posting it on social media unless, it's a consensus and like we're all going to post that we went to, this restaurant or whatever. But for the most part, the pictures are for me, for my family, and for my friends. I'm not.
Right.
And to laugh later.
Oh, yeah. Bring them. I love bringing up old stuff.
To laugh later. Absolutely. Or receipts. I love a good receipt in a social
Mm-hmm.
setting with friends.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh no, I didn't know. Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
I love a good receipt in a social setting. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I want you all to comment down below and just let us know what your thoughts were on tonight's episode. Like, what's your perspective? Like, how do you feel about social sharing in general? Social
My
media,
glasses, y'all. I'm so hot.
poor thing. Social media, social settings, social anything. Like, I want you all to comment that down below and let us know what you think about that. Y'all give it up one time for Conrad and Julie for joining in with us. I don't have my applause.
Uh-huh. And you
Thank
guys
you.
take a
Thanks for
minute and
having me.
tell everybody how they can find you on social media, what your business is. Julie, you go first.
Okay. uh, you can find me actually on Instagram. It's Dunbar underscore international underscore Inc. I am a travel advisor. I book everything from entertainment. That's my primary business. Bands, DJs, R&B, pretty much anything you've heard in the R&B from way back when to now. I've touched hands on the artists and flown them somewhere. But I do also handle groups, festivals, you name it. You can find me on Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook. Right now, my Dunbar International Facebook page. Thank you. My Dunbar International Facebook is a little lacking, but I promise to come back on there soon because there's some fantastic things that are coming down the pipe that I'm about to announce within the next few days. So please stay tuned. And I'm going to hand it back to you, Kia. Thank you very much for having me on the platform with you and Nappy Dreamer. I love you both.
Good
Love
job,
you,
Jules.
Julie.
Yeah.
Proud of you for not slipping.
Conrad?
Okay. Well, you can find me at It's a Doggy Dog World on Facebook, and that is a basic what we are is we're a pop-up concession stand, and we pop up in all different venues all throughout Palm Beach County, and we set up and we showcase some of our delicious food, and we have a pretty decent following on Facebook, and we'd like for you guys to join. And by joining, just mention this, and next time you're out, come and see us, and we love to have you and bring you and welcome you into the It's the Doggy Dog World family. So,
Yeah. And let
yes.
me tell you, that food be so good, y'all.
I'm glad you liked it. Thank
Y'all
you.
gotta come out and support. Make sure y'all follow him on Facebook
Yeah.
so you know where they're gonna be.
Yes,
And
yes,
Melanin
yes,
Mindset always shares. We love to share good black business around here. So when they got something
Thank
going on,
you.
they'll be sharing it.
yes. We will. We will.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, y'all, we were gonna record yesterday, and when I tell y'all Tico put the food down, he put the food down.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you follow me on social media, you saw my plate on my Instagram stories. I think
Well,
it's
they don't know me as Tico now. They know me as Conrad.
I'm sorry, Conrad, forgive me. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, if you saw my Instagram stories, it was lit because that food was good. And I'm telling you, if you're not a meat eater like myself, he can accommodate. So
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
listen, everybody, it's all inclusive, and it is so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
But thank you all again so much for joining us. I'm gonna go ahead and send them off, friends, so we can wrap on up.
Okie dokie.
All right, let me get us back in here like we're supposed to be. There we go.
Okay.
So, friend, how did you feel being back, girl?
I feel great, but let's wrap it up because I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. We definitely need to wrap it up because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been sitting still for longer than I have in a while. Y'all, thank you so much for joining in with us. Again, check out the melaninmindset.com. Make sure y'all check out Dunbar International Inc. And It's a Doggy Dog World, two amazing Black businesses. Okay, Black
Mm-hmm.
individuals. And then of course, we are an amazing Black business too. So support. So friend, did you have anything else? You probably don't
Yeah, I like
even
how she kept. Didn't I just tell her I had to go to the bathroom? She's gonna be long-winded. Thank y'all for tuning in, Mindset family. Until next time, embrace melanin, embrace success, and y'all stay blessed.
go
Goodbye.
peep, friend.